All right, we got our fittings. I just got them, and the rep brought them by, and he was telling me they were the only two Sagola PPS adapters he had at the store. So I got lucky, and now we're gonna go ahead and test out these guns. I'm really looking forward to trying them out and seeing how they're gonna work. So let's go in the booth, and I'll show you the two jobs that we're gonna paint with them. All right, so these are the jobs. We have a white Ford, and then we have a red Mini Cooper. So being these are both small jobs, it's a good one to test these guns out. That way I can get my feel for them. So I think I'm gonna use the base gun on this here white and see how it'll cover the base for the white, because this here color here is very small and I won't really be able to see how it works on this here job, and I want to try this gun out today. So these are the first two jobs that were available to shoot with the guns since I got my adapter. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this one here normally with my regular 3M Performance for the base, but I will clear it with the Sagola. But this one here is the one we're gonna use and see how it works for the white on the base, and then come in and clear it with the Sagola. So let's go ahead and get into this one here and give these Sagolas a run for their money and see how they work. So PPG brought me by a nice spray jacket here. This is a really nice jacket, and you guys know I'm a big fan of just the jacket, like the lab coat style, so that way I can get in and out of it and prep it. So this one here so far is the best one I've seen, and I'm really enjoying it. So appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get these things sealed up and then start basing them and checking out these guns. So let's do it. All right, we're all sealed, and we got our base in the gun. And this here is the one that they gave me for the base coat. So we're gonna just go ahead and try it, just like they sent it to me, before we start playing with it. So this is the digital with the 1.3 in it, with the green cap on it. And we're not gonna have to worry about model or any of that stuff here with a white. But to me, sometimes white is really a good color to test out a gun with, because you can't really see what you're doing, so you have to really rely on your control and your speed and all that stuff, and having a nice even fan to have nice coverage is definitely a good thing to test out with this gun. So let's go ahead and put our white on it. All right, so it definitely puts down a nice wet coated base. You can see the base was very wet, and that's what you want with the water base. You want to put down this base wet. That way you don't have any of the seeds on the end of your blends or anything like that. So definitely putting down a nice wet coat, and I got it spraying really nice. I have it wide open fan and wide open fluid, and that's where I'm starting out with it, just to test it out. So we definitely got a nice first coat down. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put one more coat on. I'm only gonna use 2 coats of the white, and I like to let each coat dry. That way it stacks on top of each other, and it just keeps on building instead of bleeding through and not getting good coverage on it. So we'll let that one set up. We'll put one more coat on, and in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and base out that red one with the 3M gun, and then we're gonna come in and clear both of them with the Sagola Xtreme. All right, so we got all the base on the car. It's already flashed off, and we're gonna go ahead now and clear it And I wanted to show you guys how smooth the base looked with that gun. So I'm curious to see on the end of my blend if I'm gonna have any of that dry spray, because I've been dealing with a lot of dry spray lately here. A lot of times that's to do with the filters being dirty, because the overspray bellows around in the air and it doesn't escape fast enough, and it starts to pimple around your blends. And that is even with the wet bed here. I've been starting to see a lot of dry spray on the ends of my blends. So we're gonna see what this gun does for that, because the wetter you put it on, the less dry spray you're gonna have. So I'm using a 1.2 with the 3M gun, which to me is putting down a little bit of a crunchy base. It's not full on wetting it like this gun here did. So I think that will definitely help out with some of that dry spray. If you guys are having that with the water base on the end of your blends, it's kind of like the old dry spray with the solvent, and you used to be able to tack it off a lot easier than with this here, because this is more of a latex, so it's rubber and it sticks better than the old solvent did. So you can tack your blends, but then you have to worry about getting any lint because we have a wet bed down, which is also sticky. So faster you can get everything on in one application and not have as much dry overspray blowing around in the booth is gonna definitely have a better outcome for a job and the outcome of the gloss. So we're ready to hit it with the clear coat, and this one is the 1.2. We're leaving it just like they gave it to us, and then we'll go playing with them later once we get the feel for them. So definitely so far laid out really nice. We put 2 coats. It had maximum coverage with 2, and we're ready to roll for the clear. All right, so you guys seen it, and I'll tell you what, this gun is fast. It's fast and it puts down a flat coat. You guys seen the first coat was already flat, and I haven't seen a gun that'll put out this much material this fast and be as flat as this. So I used to use the Technic Clear Coat gun, which is also a fast gun, but it puts out a bigger pellet. This one here puts it down fast and flat. So unbelievable how nice it puts it out, and you don't have to really work as hard to put it down. You just go in there, do your thing, and it's a lot faster than what I'm used to. So I'm taking it easy with it right now. And when I put down this second coat, it's gonna be beautiful when it's done, I can tell you right now. So if you like a fast gun and you want a flat coat, this is the best one I've used yet. This thing is really nice. I'll tell you what, it puts it down effortless. And the first thing I think of when I spray this gun is no nonsense. So you go in there and you just paint, stay consistent, and it just puts out a beautiful, effortless finish. You don't have to really work at it like some of the slower guns. And I'm usually a fan of a slower gun because it usually puts out a flatter coat. And this one here does both, and I think a lot to do is with that 1.2 and the way they have that head design. You have a speed, but you also get a flat coat. So right now, I can't believe how nice it really is. What a beautiful gun, and you guys seen the finish it laid down on both of those jobs without even working on it at all, just putting it on normally. And just a beautiful gun so far. So I'm really looking forward to getting this gun dialed in. And I like peel because I'm going for a factory unrepaired finish on these jobs, but this thing glosses it out. So hope you guys like this one, and we'll see you guys on the next one.